Today on the channel, watch out for Wampas. Today we've got from the Star Wars Collector's Series, Han Solo and TaunTaun. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars unboxing and review. And today we've got something entirely different. From the Star Wars Collector's Series, we've got Han Solo and TaunTaun. But remember, for all your Star Wars needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. And this is an interesting one. These are almost akin to a Barbie doll, much larger scale from the 90s, the Collector's Series. If you are a person that travels and hits up your local toy stores, your antique malls, stuff like that, you're destined to see these Collector's Series Star Wars Barbie doll figures out there. Dolls, maybe, if you want to call them that. They're everywhere. They're not the most expensive. There's always a few that are harder to get than others. But you guys saw about a year ago, probably over a year ago now, I did unbox the Han Solo and Wampa 2-pack, and I said, oh, that's so cool. You guys know I love a hairy bipedal creature. You guys all know that. I love a TaunTaun, too. So I said, you know what, I got those two. I have Admiral Akbar, the true star of Star Wars. I said, I better get this TaunTaun and Han Solo to go along with that. That just makes sense in my head. So that's exactly what I did, and I've had this sitting in the box right by this desk on the other side. I've been using it kind of as a table for about the last year, and I saw it today. I said, why haven't I not opened that yet? So today is the day. We're going to see what's all going on with this TaunTaun. We're going to see what's going on with this Han Solo. We're going to find out if there's any fuss. Is there a lot of fuss about this? Or was the fuss about like 25 years ago? That might be more like the case. But interesting times in the Star Wars world, and Star Wars on this channel, unboxings, all that kind of fun stuff. But we're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from there. Big deluxe box. Look how big this box is. Where do you store something? Where do you display something like this? Just absolutely massive packaging. But we've seen it before. Big window box there showing what's inside. Beautiful to display in the box. Beautiful to display outside of the box for sure. On the side you got Han Solo and TaunTaun. Fully posable figure. Authentically styled outfits and accessories. You know how I know that? It says it right down here. That's how I knew. But beautiful glamour shot there. Same one on the other side. Star Wars logo, not much up there. Same thing there, letting the light in. And then we turn around to the back. We got a big blur back here. I'm going to save you guys. I'm not going to read this whole War and Peace novel here, but I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can pause it and read it if you are so inclined. Get the UPCs, all that kind of stuff down below. So there it is. There it is in the package. A lot of twist ties, as you can imagine. They were pretty liberal with the twist ties in the 90s. So I'm going to cut this guy all out. We'll get back. Let's talk about the Han Solo and TaunTaun. All right, we're back, and we've got Han and his TaunTaun out of the box. A lot of twist ties with this one, like I said, and it did not disappoint. Always fun cutting all these twist ties out. Or maybe not at all. But we do got 3 accessories with this one. We've seen Han. There's Han's blaster, his famous blaster, Han's weapon. This is like Han's lightsaber is what this is, as we know. Then we got this binoculars going on, and man, this binoculars got that old school Jack sticky disease. Been a long time since we talked to sticky disease, but this does have it. It is very sticky. It's that 90s, even 80s plastic in some instances that kind of breaks down and makes it sticky. Very annoying. I always say get some clear packing tape, put it on there, press it, remove it. It somehow counteracts the stickiness. You might have to do it a couple times depending how sticky you are, but you got that going on. And then you got this little communicator box thing, thingamajig. You got that going on right here. So we got 3 accessories of this one. Obviously, though, this pack is about Han, and more so for me, it's about the big TaunTaun. So you got them right here. Looking good. Nice hard plastic. Got a little harder, like the tail is really hard, the leg is hard, this chest has a little bit of a squeeze to it. You give it a squeeze, you can push it a little bit, but a good weighty vehicle, riding animal, whatever we want to call a TaunTaun, I guess. Animal, it is an animal. Let's give the TaunTaun its proper respect. Nice big horns here, got the ears, got the headdress that is not removable, it is on there. It does have its reins here though, that are plastic, goes around its mouth, come out. The mouth is not movable. The arms, the 2 little arms, like a young kangaroo, a TaunTaun. He's got the little kangaroo arms going right there. You can move those around. Of course, the legs can be moved. Does have the saddle here that is all molded in on the TaunTaun. just really cool. A big, impressive piece. This is a great display piece for on a big bookcase in your library or something. Or if you're like me, you're doing meetings at home, you're in your office, and you got kind of your background going on. This would be a cool piece. It'd be really good by itself on a shelf instead of cluttered with a bunch of other people. I could see that as well. This is the perfect one of these displays for somebody that loves Star Wars but is not all in on Star Wars. Would just look really good on a mantle as a conversation piece, stuff like that. But he does balance fairly well. His legs do want to kind of slide back, but you got to find the sweet spot for him. You can also, if need be, use his tail a bit as a tripod. He was standing just fine for me a second ago. I guess you just got to keep looking for that sweet spot on him. And then he'll be sweet if you find that sweet spot. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Now he doesn't want to stand. But let's get Han out of here. Now we've seen guys like Han before. We saw it with Admiral Akbar we unboxed on the channel. And of course, the Luke Skywalker we unboxed on the channel as well. I mean, just really is like a more sturdy, bigger, bulkier Barbie doll is really what this is. You do have the actual goggles that can come down, so you can pull those down. So there's a little bit of extra accessories with that. Looks just like Harrison Ford. You take this head off, you show it to somebody, oh yeah, that's Harrison Ford. That's what they would say. 2 hands on him. They aren't removable or anything like that, but beautiful soft goods. Even real buttons for the jacket here. You really have to button them like it's a real button. He does have the holster for his blaster as well. I love that. I love to be able to store these parts on the figure. That way it stops you from losing them. You do have a belt on here that is attached. It can all be removed, just like these clothes can be removed if you really wanted to. I don't know why you ever would, but you do you. You do you out there. I love this Han, though. This looks good. He looks good. And, of course, I got the Luke Skywalker. We unboxed this on the channel many, many moon ago. But there they are. They scale perfectly together. You're ready to go to Hoth. Beautiful this time of year. Exceptionally cold, though, however. But sometimes the most beautiful things are in the cold weather. But you got Han and Luke right here. They match up perfectly. But what about the other one? What about the missing Hoth piece here? That is, of course, the Wampa. I'm not sure about this Wampa. I love it, but it's, I think, not scaled correctly. I mean, this Wampa should be at least the same height as the TaunTaun, if not bigger. But he could ride the TaunTaun. Now, that is nightmare fuel. A Wampa riding a TaunTaun. Watch out. There's trouble to be had. But not bad. It is what it is. I get it. Scale is a thing, but not much of a thing in the mid-90s for sure. This TaunTaun, out of these 4 things, though, this TaunTaun is the best. This still almost looks like a statue. This looks like from a distance, looks like a fancy, like, sideshow collectible statue or something. Just really, really good here. These, obviously, if you've seen a Barbie doll, a little bit better than a Barbie doll, but that's kind of what they feel like. And this Wampa's kind of all over the place. It's almost like a teddy bear, which is kind of strange. But I do like it still because I'm a big hairy bipedal creature fan, as you guys all know. So I love a Wampa. But I'm here for it. This is not a collection. I'm going to order a bunch more of these, pick up a bunch of these. I got Admiral Akbar, as you guys know. Maybe if I saw Chewbacca or something, maybe I'd pick him up. But my history of these is going to be pretty short, I think. I just don't have the room, space. Obviously, these are much bigger figures than the traditional figures we talk about and unbox on the channel. But I do think they have their own little bit of charm. So we'll leave it at that. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land, you Star Wars fans? You all in on these back in the day? I'm sure there was a lot of people that were. Me as a young kid and teenager wasn't buying these back then. I was getting the 3 3/4 figures. I was calling it a day there. But what were you doing in the mid-90s? Were you picking these up? Did you dabble? Let me know in the comments down below. And then while you're here, give this video the old thumbs up. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. And of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Support the channel. So for a Wampa, a Han, a Luke, and a TaunTaun, I'm a Kyle. And I'll see you guys all real soon.